sitting at home and saying that nothing is going to happen, it's not going to work. If someone called me, are you a musician? I feel, I don't know. Today, yes. Is this a big opportunity, or is it the opportunity I'm worth about it?
It is what it is, you know. Chalayenge.
Yeah, sure.
Assalamu alaikum, people listening and watching. You're tuning into the Let's Walk podcast. I'm your host Atta, and today joining me is Parvindar Singh, a musician, an artist, dancer, whatever you can call. I would say an artist basically. So, Parvindar, thank you for being here. Yeah.
Pleasure.
So, Parvindar, how would you basically define yourself? Your Instagram bio says you're a dancer. You're also a musician. You call yourself an artist. Like, where did this all begin? Were you already like, you know, the person who was probably in college, you know, having the guitar to impress girls, or were you already in the art, like the music society? How did it all begin?
Oh, a very interesting question. I don't know how to call, what to call myself. Yeah, I think calling an artist itself enough. Saying that, yeah, I used to dance a lot. I used to teach a dance, and then music came to my life. I think I was connected to music from my childhood, but somehow it it came to me again, like to be in the profession, and the handpan also came in my life. And yeah, I started making and also playing music instrument for myself, for others. So most of the time, I feel like I just be wherever I am. Uh, I like to be like, sometime I do farming, sometime I do thinking. So yeah, it is just to be wherever you are.
You say that from what I'm hearing, that you know, music helps you be present in the moment, and things like, you know, farming and everything, you know, keeps you a lot more present. Where in our lives we are kind of busy, even when while we are talking to people, our mind is somewhere else, and we are always, you know, like we're not enjoying the present moment. Is that what you're saying? And music kind of helps you ground.
That's true. A lot to be in the ground. Music give me a different kind of energy and perspective of seeing life. Whenever I play my music instrument, or even I'm listening to someone's music, I really feel very calm and focused to do something, and that gives me a different kind of energy to do something for myself and create my own journey. It helps me a lot to walk on my own journey. So yeah.
So what is your process like as a musician? Are you someone who is more sort of I say go with the flow, or someone who is routine, that you get up at 9 a.m. and you are like writing down the lyrics, "Aaj bhi khayal tera mujhe sone nahi deta," or something like that? Or are you some kind of a person who
So
is like, you know, goes with the flow?
so say yeah, but the question you asked me, like, yes, most of the artists is like that, go with the flow. But when you talk about something important, like music is everything for me. Without music, I can't even think of anything else. So I feel music give me a power of consciousness also. Ki whatever I'm doing, I am very conscious about it. Like if or even a perspective, and even uh, how you'll say, uh, a way of living also. So when I get up, I I'm a morning person. When I get up, I need my instrument. I just be with my instrument, play for a while, and then everything. How I'm going to spend my day on the writing or something like this. Yes, there is some point we do for the flow, because this is how you call yourself an artist. This is how the artists do. But yes, there is also a planned things like, okay, tomorrow I have this, day after tomorrow I have this. I have to be with that also. So it is not just flow, go with the flow. It is also a plan and flow together. Sometimes you plan for something and some very important or a very important artist or someone came to your place, or you got the opportunity. You have to just shift your work, because that opportunity will give you more learning. So yeah, that kind of uh, that kind of things we do, we planned also. But yeah, flow is there sometimes.
So how did you come across handpan and playing the handpan? Obviously, I saw you that day in TEDx Hyderabad volunteering, and I also saw you behind the scenes. Before the TEDx event, you also had the rehearsals and everything, and you're obviously there. I saw Kurte mein, and so how did you actually get in touch with the handpan and everything? How, like, this guitar, this flute,
Yeah.
this all sorts of instrument. How did you come across with the handpan, and like, how's the journey been?
Yes, yes. So I remember that day, I was playing handpan. Sorry, I was making an instrument called cajon. It's a Peru instrument. You might be heard about it. You sit on it and play. It's a box, clap box kind of. So I was making that instrument. That was my first time in my life. I was making some instrument for my upcoming show. And somehow, going through YouTube, I was searching how to make the cajon, and going through an instrument, going through the video of making cajon instrument. I saw a handpan, and I fall in love. Like, I was showing, everyone was making. Matlab, some of my friends, they were with me, and they were telling me, let's do this and let's make like this and that. And I was just stuck with this music. I still remember one couple were there. They both were playing. One was playing cajon, and one was playing a handpan, and I was showing them literally like a kid, like, see this, see, heard this music, this is so beautiful, this is amazing. And they were saying, come on, yeah, this is good, but we have to focus. But yeah, handpan just blowed my mind. Like, I feel like this is what I want. This is, I really like it. This, pehla pyar jise kehte hain, first love, that happened. For literally that happened. And yes, once that happened, and my journey started. I was about handpan. I was keep searching. Is there anyone in India who's playing handpan? That time, no one in India who was playing handpan, or how to get the handpan. I was searching that only in Europe or Russia you can get the handpan, and I was keep searching it. Then one day I realized, like, because that energy of I believe in manifest a lot, and I realized I need it somehow, and the handpan cost was really really high. Still, it's too high, and so I felt like, yeah, I can't afford the handpan, but I need it any cost. But that jazba of, or that power of making instrument already were there. And then I thought, okay, let's do it, let's make it. And I don't know how this random thought came to my mind, like, I want to make my own handpan. And I started randomly. There was no information on internet how to make handpan, because it was new. No one from India were making, or I don't know who were playing or making handpan. I only know you, some European guy on internet, and I was asking them, do you know the please share me about the material, how you use it. Please share me how you make it. And they were saying that, okay, sorry, brother, because this is new, we can't share the real information for the handpan. And I realized, okay, but I really want to make it, and I have to make it. And then I just randomly started making, without knowing the knowledge of how it make, how even it sounds in real. I don't even know that. And I started. It took me 1.5 year to make one handpan, with all the research, to go to the kadai wala who those make pans and everything, and I went to them, and then they made something for me. Then I went to fabricator. They made some dimples for me, and some of with the musician friends, I asked them how to do this and that, and like it took me 1.5 year. I made my own handpan. The worst handpan I made it. I still remember, but yeah, the best part was I made it, and I feel like okay, if I can make this, I can make anything, whatever I. If I can get this, I can get whatever I want. And then the journey begins. I posted, matlab, I got the opportunity to learn a handpan from one Russian guy in Goa. I just ran away to Goa and learned some. I remember that was my first time after almost 2 years. That was my first time when I made a handpan. After 2 years, I got to I got the opportunity to see the handpan and even play. Then I realized, oh shit, handpan sounds like this, and what I made it. So the feeling was like that, and yeah. So then one to another, to another, to another, friends started meeting me, and I got the opportunity to be a part of handpan community. And since 6 years or 5 years, I'm playing handpan with all of them. Yeah. So still, it's new because it's very rare instrument, and only 250 people in India who play handpan. So I feel proud of like I have this beautiful instrument with me.
Crazy. There's this Bollywood line, right? किसको चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो
Yes, yes,
तो
I use that. I
फिर
use that.
कायनात मिलाने में something like that. You get the point,
It,
right? Shahrukh Khan की line.
yeah, yeah, same. It was same like that, or it happened to me like that only. Whatever I thought of, matlab after the handpan also, I remember when I was a dancer, I one of my friends she did the TEDx, and I was just I when I saw first time I saw like this is all I don't know earlier about the TEDx, and then I saw her and she was so good about the talk and everything, and I go through all the videos of TEDx and trying to see every videos, and I felt like okay, I want to see this stage. I want to perform or I want to be in the stage, and that manifest happened, and I got the opportunity of TEDx after so long. The manifest worked like it's almost 10 years, and it worked. So
Crazy.
yeah, yeah.
So, like, what was the like initial thought when you got the letter from TEDx, or was it like you approached TEDx, or the TEDx approached you? How did it happen?
So they just sent me a mail. I remember I was working. It was whole day was totally tired. I was even frustrated about my work that nothing was because I sometime I do interior work, and I was tired because some point I was not able to complete that work. And randomly one mail came, and I saw I was sitting with the friends and just having a cup of tea, and I just jump on my table. Okay, oh wait, I got the TEDx Hyderabad, and I showed to them. Everyone was like standing and clapping in front of me, and I okay, thank you, thank you. It was like that. Yeah, I feel really great that TEDx gave me the opportunity to talk about it. I don't even know because uh, still I feel I have long journey to go about it. So sometime I feel is this a big opportunity or is it the opportunity I'm worth about it? I want to do more and more things. So you also judge yourself like okay, you want to do more and you want to do more and more and more good things for the people, for yourself. So it was a proud and even a moment of okay, now you have to tell your story, to share your story. People might get inspired from you. You are inspired. You are inspired from many, many, many people. I remember, and I still get inspired from many different people. And you get the opportunity to, yeah, I did it.
So, What is it? Because you think like you have stuck to the art for so long that uh, like they say that like what initially happens is that whenever we fall in love with anything with like suppose it's a sport or is it a music for anything in general, our dream is always to go to the highest level. Suppose being it playing cricket, I want to be in the Indian team, I want to do this or that. But what ends up happening is that nature kind of puts some obstacles in between, and when we do actually see those obstacles as walls and we kind of quit, and then there's some people who don't see those obstacles and they keep on persisting and persisting and persisting, and over time we think है ना, अरे यार मैं तो है ना 8th grade में क्रिकेट छोड़ दिया, मेरा दोस्त जो साथ में था अभी वो इंडियन टीम के लिए खेल रहा है. And do you think that's the same thing what happened with you in case of music? Because like in India, music is not seen as something which is something to be made like a career out of. Usually like in Desi family, it's like you become an engineer, doctor, lawyer, or a failure. Like four things only, right? So is that something you relate with?
I feel like it it just came to me. It is what it was not like I dream for. I feel like I just want, like I said in the earlier, like I just want to be wherever I am. So I remember my when I was a dancer, I had an accident. After that, I got an opportunity of playing instrument. My one of my friend asked me like, anyone play here? Anyone can play tabla here? I want to jam with the tabla. I said, "Okay, I played in my younger time when I was when I in my childhood." And then I randomly played with them, and then they gave me opportunity to play with them on stage. So I feel like it was always there to do something, not to sit just sitting and thinking of what to do and how to do it. Rather, I started doing it. So I feel like, and still I feel, if someone called me, "Are you a musician?" I feel I don't know. Today, yes. Today, yes. Because you don't know, you can't predict your future, where you want to, it will be. You can think, "I want to go there," but you can't predict, or you can't say it, "Yes, I will be there for sure." Anything happen. I don't even know how the music came, but I remember when I was a dancer, I was just thinking about the dancing only. I never thought someday I will be a musician. I was just thinking I want to be with the Ramo or a Terence on internet, on TV. I want to see them. I want to dance with them. So that was my dream. And randomly this came, and then I felt कि कुछ भी हो सकता है. So yeah, it was always like that for the music or for dance or for anything, any thought when.
So were there any challenges you faced like making music your own thing, while getting shows and initially while like you're starting out, probably everyone starts at playing, the birthday parties and the local like adda where everyone sits. Were there any challenges and how did you overcome those challenges?
It was big challenges because again the first comes when the artist think of being an artist. It's a world, I think it's a world scenario, but in India it's more worst. Your first audience is your family. You know, your family asks you, "What? Okay, good hobby, but what's the profession?" So they don't get. Challenge come there, and then you have to convince them. If they are not convinced, but you are very focused about your work, you don't convince a lot, but you show them how you do it and what you do it, and you have to do it. There is no other way. Some people lose their patience and they do something else. Some people don't lose; they just do. Yes, a lot of challenges. No, not so many shows. Again, I remember I started my journey being a musician, playing with the indie artist. And I was traveling some of group from here to there. I felt like it's amazing. When I came to my own city, I see the reality because my city don't have a indie musician that time, and they only playing a Bollywood. I asked myself, okay, you started this journey now. How you gonna survive? Because now you are a second person. Like, always a band need one percussionist, so you have to be a third or fourth person in the band. You are not a lead person. So how you gonna survive? Then I started playing Bollywood in the cafes or something. But I realized that this is not the place where I want to do it. I was just talking to my friends, those who play indie music. I was just talking to them like I don't want to do this, but I have to because there is no other opportunities. Because in India you can't play on the street because it's not. There is a rule, or you can't play on the street. Then you don't have a lot of stages, you don't have a lot of festivals. But those who are on a top of your on the top, they playing on the festivals, but you can't play. So that kind of things bothered me a lot. They distracted me. But yeah, one thing was कुछ भी हो जाए, I have to do it. I don't want to lose this patience. I don't want to say that I can't do this. So it was a hard time with the making also, but yeah, the energy of making, and I will say a people around me. You know, it's always important the community or a people who who tell you that don't worry, just do it. Don't worry, just do it. And everything will be fine. So you need sometime you need a people around you because alone you can do anything. I remember that quote. Alone you can walk, but together you can fly. So that kind of energy I got with the people around me. A lot of artist family around me. Most of the time, I feel like this is the best thing I want to do, and my friends and my artist family, I'll say, whoever support you, they become your family. So my family was saying what you're doing with your life, and they were saying, "Ki, don't worry, you're doing great and you're doing right." So I felt like okay, I know it's a hard thing. I know lot, there is no lot of opportunities, but yes, you have a people around you. They doing it well. They are also fighting it, and let's fight together. And now it's been 7 years.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like with like being a solo, right? Like music is your own thing. You do it. I think when there is like when you have your own thing, like this is like junoon hai, and you have some kind of
Hmm.
obsession, be it music, be it sport, whatever that might be. How do you balance your life as well? Because sometimes that obsession can become like dimag mein chad jata hai, and then you kind of like burn yourself out, right? Like instead of working. So how do you keep a fine balance between working, but at the same time you are also like kind of having a social balance so that you maintain your sanity?
Okay. You talking about the monetary thought in that, or is just a balance of
Like just
mind?
balance in life, like sometimes we can just be so obsessed and like forget like other people also exist, family and occasions and everything. We kind of get very obsessed about our own work.
Okay. Yeah. True. Yeah. Matlab, like there's a very important question when because whatever you do, you are the part of the community. You are the part of the society. You can't say no, or you can't just deny that. Yes, you have to be part of the society because that's just because of that society. Somewhere you also belong. You someone people know you because of that. So you can't deny that. So that kind of balance, I did a lot of times. Yes, sometimes I frustrated. I went to my own cocoon, and I just be for some time there, and then I came back, and then okay, I have to do it, and I started uh, showing to my family that this is very important part of my life. I want to perceive this only, and I feel happy about it. And then they agree, or always in between agree or disagree. But of course, the when the agree word come, the artist, for the artist, nothing is this is the best part. Like when the family say ki, okay, do it, but do it properly. So yeah, it take times, it take a lot of time, lot of energy to make a balance of your mind, because you want to do it, but there is no one or how to do it. So that's why I always say that sitting at home and saying that nothing is going to happen, it's not going to work. You have to get up. You have to make this change. You have to do something. You have to meet with the people. You have to read about it. You have to travel here and there and try to learn something new. So this negativity or people saying to you, because it is not part of the society, this is not the mainstream of the society. And once you saying that ki, how I'm gonna do it, it will take time. But yes, you can change the scenario. You can change the scenario.
So
Yes.
as we're
Uh,
did I
yeah.
saying something?
No, I was just saying that this is how I balance. Saying all this, because now you don't see yourself. You also do for others as well. Because there is a lot of artists. When I see myself, I see a lot of different artists also. That I I want to see them also doing something. That's why I always create some of stages or some of meetup or some of opportunity for them as well. Because you I remember my time when I was going through it. Still I go sometime ups and downs. So I want that everyone should not go through this. So I try to be with them. I try to create some moment with them, so they should not feel the same I did in my life. So yeah, this is how I am balancing myself as well.
So as we're approaching time, we have the perspective questions. So these questions are, bring a lot more perspective into our lives. So the first question is, uh, if Parvinder could have a dinner with three people, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
Okay, if I want to have a dinner with two people,
Three people, including you, it will be
three
four.
people. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, three people. Okay, so of course, not with the dead people. I will rather have a dinner with the live people. But yes, I would love to do with the people with the open heart, who who especially, yes, who travel a lot, because this is a really nice question. This is what I'm do. Not three, four, but whenever I get chance, I do. I just randomly go to. That's why I was in couch surfing. I'm in couch surfing, or a random communities, a part of the different communities. I just want to be with someone. So yes, a people who have a open heart, who कहते हैं दिलदार हो, और थोड़े जज्बा हो जिनमें कुछ करने का. That kind of people really like attract me. Like okay, I want to meet with them. I want to go with them. And yes, those three people will be one of who traveled a lot, one who have a lot of adventure in his life, uh, and one person who have nothing, but he have jazba to do anything. whatever he want in life. So yeah, these three people will be.
So, if you were to go 5 years or 5, 10 years back in life, what would you say to the younger Parvinder?
Uh, so I will say a younger Parvinder, why didn't you fight? If you matlab, now you have so much of energy to fight, why not you fight for that time? Why you took so many days, so many years to just thinking of it? Okay, someday I will do something. So yeah, I will say to that Parvinder ki rather sitting, why again what I say today, rather sitting at home saying it's not gonna happen. I did like that ki because you know when your family, your some other people, those who don't like you, or they're not even a part of your world, but they say that ki it's not a good field, it's not gonna happen, and then you also doubt yourself. Okay, yes, I think I am wrong, I'm not doing. So yes, I'm gonna say that ki, okay, Parvinder, you could have started earlier, might be in my after my college or just in the college or someday like that. Yeah.
Okay, so Parvinder, do you read any books?
Yes, I do read book.
So, if you were to recommend 3 books on the top of your mind, what would they be?
So one book really interestingly I want to recommend, which I feel like the best book or a different matlab, who gave me a different energy of working. A book called Jonathan Siegel. Uh, my favorite book. I always give that book to every person. It's about one bird and the Jonathan writer who wrote such a way a seagull how they survive their own life, and metaphorically he told us about that how one bird can survive, you also can. It's not or how with the happy mind you can do whatever you want. So that book is one of my favorite book. I always give that book to every person who's in art, who's artist, and doing things. And second book, I was very big fan of Mirza Ghalib. So I recommend a biography of Mirza Ghalib or any of Mirza Ghalib. The Ghalib thought in any uh, poems or ghazals, if you read about him, you feel like okay, wow, this person is amazing. So he's one of the person who also give me energy, and even a Kabir also added in it. So yeah, this kind of books always give me a different perspective of being a good person or try to be a good person. Yes.
So, Parvinder, what do you want to be remembered for?
uh, I want to remember, I want people remember for me a nice person who did something something for someone, or even a one, maybe
Yeah.
that would be enough.
So, Parvinder, do you have any advice, last words for all the Naujawan, all the people young, like who might be watching you? Do you have any advice, last words before we wrap up?
Yes. So I have words like कि जैस जो मैं वही कहना चाहूंगा जो मैंने टेडिक्स में कहा था. मुझे वो बहुत सही लगती है लाइन, बिकॉज वो मैंने लिखी इसलिए थी क्योंकि मुझे मैं भी उस थॉट से गुजर रहा था. So I feel like don't think about future, but don't be in the future today. When you think about the future, you just jump on that future and you just be there. Like, okay, how not this gonna happen? But how, when it's gonna happen? I want this. I want that. I want. Once you saying I want, rather doing the things for that, mostly you think about it. And even in the past, you be in the past, this happened to me, this is not supposed to happen to me, कुछ और होना चाहिए था, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था, तो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम हम इसमें ज्यादा समय बिताते हैं, rather we spend our day. मेरा आज खूबसूरत होगा तो कल तो सुंदर होगा ही. वो लाइन मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती है. yesterday was the mystery sorry yesterday was the history. Today, something like that, today is the yes tomorrow will be the today is the mystery, and tomorrow will be
I
I
remember. I
think
remember.
something
It's
surprise.
from Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda. It's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, yeah.
Yesterday was history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is present. That's why you call it a gift, right?
Surprise. Yeah, yeah, that's to call it a surprise. Yes, yes.
Right.
So so that's why that line gives to whenever I get chance to share with the people, I share that कि राहते मंजिल कभी मिली नहीं, बस मगरूर यूं चले जा रहे हैं हम प्राइडफुली कि हो जाएगा, कर लेंगे, इस थॉट में कि राहते मंजिल कभी मिली नहीं, बस मगरूर यूं चले जा रहे हैं, मगन है खोज में सुनहरे कल की, मगन है खोज में सुनहरे कल की, उस तलब में आज गवा रहे हैं,
Oh,
उस तलब
crazy.
में आज. So I feel like this not supposed to happen with anyone. आज को ना छोड़ो, कल की चिंता होनी चाहिए, बहुत जरूरी है, पर कल में ज्यादा रहने से आज को भी उतना ही जी लो. So, yeah.
Nice. So, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is Parvindar Singh, and I hope you guys took something out of this, learned something out of this entire session. And if you did, let us know in the comments, and feel free to reach out to Parvinder Bhai on Instagram. I'll link his Instagram down in the description. Other than that, you guys know what to do. Stay blessed. Keep taking action. We will catch you in the next one.